What is good, guys? All right, so today we're going over a very fun topic. This is going to be my top 10 favorite Gundam shows of all time. Now, this is not just a list for the top 10 shows, but it's basically my top 10 favorite pieces of just Gundam media in general, okay? So not just shows, but also OVAs and movies. A little disclaimer, I have not seen The Witch from Mercury, Double O, Seed, or Turn A. And there's a couple other shows. I haven't seen Thunderbolt, and I haven't seen a couple of the OVAs. So anything I haven't seen, of course, will not be included on this list. Also, this is my personal top 10, okay? There's going to be some hot takes on here. I'm sure that this list will not be close to your list. Number 1, I'm going to have to start with the original Mobile Suit Gundam, okay? This show, it started off the Universal Century. I mean, it had an amazing story for its time. It's, of course, an amazing place to start, right? Because it's the first ever show. Really the only con with this one is the animation's it's a little tough, guys. I know you guys that are used to that 2025 animation, yeah, you guys might be slugging through this one. But if you can deal with the bad animation, I mean, you've just got an incredible story here. Like, great characters, amazing story. Also, it's lacking a bit of action. Not gonna lie, the story carries this one, guys. So if you love a great story and you can deal with some bad animation, yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam. Check it out, guys. 9, okay. Number 9 is War in the Pocket, guys. If you have not seen War in the Pocket, I highly recommend you go watch War in the Pocket. It's got an amazing story, super emotional story, guys. If if you like stories that are like tear jerkers, this is definitely the one for you. Definitely watch War in the Pocket, guys. Check it out. That's my number 9. My number 8 is Char's Counterattack. Okay, now Char's Counterattack is a movie that kind of finishes off the story of Amuro Ray and Char Aznavold. Kind of ends the Universal Century. There's also Unicorn. Oh, I don't even know if that's technically a part of the Universal Century. I think it is. And maybe Char's in that one. I don't know. But yeah, Char's Counterattack is a really great movie. It's intense. It's a great payoff for the Universal Century timeline. Like, you really get that closure from all the characters and, that long timeline, right? So the payoff is great to see, Some good action, not a ton of action. There's not a lot of action in these older Gundam shows. Like, yeah, there is good action, but it's not like over the top action, It's more story driven, lots of great mobile suits in Char's Counterattack. I mean, the Sazzlebee, that's a classic, And I highly recommend getting into the Universal Century timeline if you haven't yet. I know it's daunting, but try and go through it so you can get to Char's Counterattack. Truly one of the best mecha movies of all time, mecha anime movies of all time. So definitely check out Char's Counterattack. At number 7, I've got Iron-Blooded Orphans, guys. Okay, now Iron-Blooded Orphans is really a show that definitely was special to me. I think it was my 3rd ever Gundam show I watched, okay? The thing that really sold Iron-Blooded Orphans for me was the characters and the vibe, okay? This show has an insane aesthetic. I love the Barbados. It's one of my favorite mobile suits of all time. I think it's so cool, great design. I don't have a ton to say on Iron-Blooded Orphans because I don't want to spoil it. Some great action, some great plot twists. You're gonna fall in love with characters, and then there's gonna be intense things that happen with these characters. Yeah, if you have not checked out Iron-Blooded Orphans, definitely do it. Also, the animation in this one is really good, okay, guys? So, okay, at number 6, we've got Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise. Okay, now, this is where some hot takes might come in, guys. I actually really enjoy a couple of the Build series shows, okay? They're where I started out at. I did not start out with Re-Rise, but I really enjoyed Re-Rise. It's got a great story, okay? It's got some cool characters. Some actually depth in the story on this one. A lot of the Build series has a very not a very deep story. This one, you get some deepness with the story. So this has got a cool story, really cool mobile suits. The thing about the Build series, guys, is you get some of the coolest mobile suits ever because they're in a video game or they're playing with toys, right? So they get to really get creative and make some really cool mobile suits. So yeah, guys, love Divers Re-Rise. Hated the first Divers though, guys. I'm not really a big fan of season 1 of Divers. It's very kiddish. If you guys watched Divers 1 and thought, this isn't for me, you can watch Diver Re-Rise by itself. It can be an independent story, and I would highly recommend checking it out. It's got some great action, Great story and some super cool mobile suits. Number 5, guys. Okay, we're getting into the top 5, and we're starting with a big heavy hitter. Okay, I got Gundam Wing. Now, where do I begin with Gundam Wing? It's a classic, right, guys? Everyone knows about Wing. If you don't know about Wing, it's also a good place to start. If you're getting into Gundam, basically it's its own story, right? So you can pick up Gundam Wing and you can know and understand everything, right? You don't need to start with another show or go through a giant timeline like the Universal Century. You can just pop on Wing and understand everything that's going on. So I highly recommend Wing. It's got great characters. It's got amazing action. It's got a super deep story. Some of the best mobile suits in the Gundam series, like the Death Scythe, the Epion, the Wing Zero. Yeah, guys, I highly recommend watching Gundam Wing. It's a great place to start if you want to get into the Gundam series. All right, now number 4, we got G Gundam. I know this might be a hot take. I don't know how you guys feel about G Gundam, but I loved G Gundam. Okay, it's a tournament style, and it's got some crazy elements. It's got some good plot twist. Actually has a pretty deep story for being a show that's basically just based around a tournament. I love Domon Kashu. He can be unhinged at times, but I think he's a really funny character and a really good main character. I love the Shining Gundam. It can get a little repetitive sometimes because of that tournament style format, right, of a show. If you can get through maybe, there's 3 or 2 episodes in a row that are kind of repetitive, and you just keep watching it for the story and the characters, it can get really good, guys, and I would really recommend it. It's got pretty good animation for its time period. It's not like the really bad animation of the first Gundam show. The animation's not insane or anything. Some cool mobile suits, not the best mobile suits in the series, but definitely just hit me in the right spot, and that's why it's on my number 4 spot. Number 3, guys. Okay, this is a hot take. This is actually probably one of my biggest hot takes on this list. Well, number 1 is actually going to be my biggest hot take. But number 3 is Gundam Age, okay? Now, a lot of people who watch Gundam actually hate Gundam Age or didn't really like it or found it very mid, right? For me, it hit me in the right way that I definitely really enjoyed the show, guys. I mean, it's got an amazing story, right? A deep story. Basically, the whole plot of Gundam Age, right, is that it goes over 3 different ages of these characters, right? So you're basically in 50 episodes going through a whole century of warfare. So yes, there are going to be some plot issues a little bit, but if you can get through that and see what Gundam Age is for, just what Gundam Age is, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this show. It's got some of the coolest mobile suits, in my opinion, some of the best characters, and yeah, guys, I really enjoy Gundam Age, okay? I think the characters and the storyline carry this show. It's such a good show, in my opinion. Number 2, guys, okay? This is my second favorite Gundam show of all time. We've got Zeta Gundam, okay, guys? Now, what can I say about Zeta? Zeta has an incredible story, guys. The only con about Zeta is to fully appreciate Zeta and to understand what's going on, you have to watch the original Mobile Suit Gundam, okay? Which was number 10 on this list. I think it's worth going through that show just so you can watch Zeta, because that's how good Zeta is, guys. Trust me, if you can get through that original Mobile Suit Gundam to get to Zeta, you are going to be so thankful you did, okay? So many cool characters. Char Aznavour, guys, in this show is so amazing. Some of the best mobile suits of all time. I think that the Hyakushiki is so cool. Tons of great mobile suits, right? And the ending is insane. This is also one of the darker Gundam shows, guys, with story and tone. But if you love an intense ending or a really intense storyline that, this show basically doesn't have a bad episode, in my opinion. Highly recommend Zeta Gundam, and it probably would be my number 1 if it wasn't for nostalgia factor. And at number 1, guys, we actually have the original Build Fighters. Now let me explain. This might seem like I lose all credibility here, and maybe I do. But this was the first ever Gundam show I was introduced to, right, as a child. And frankly, it's nostalgia factor that really wins my heart. In my opinion, Build Fighters does have a very good story and a great storyline. It's a tournament-based show, but there is a little bit of a story there, some meat and potatoes for you to dive into on the back line with great characters. The characters are really fun, really lovable. And if you watch this one after you've watched a whole bunch of other Gundams, there's lots of callbacks and callbacks with the mobile suits and callbacks with the storylines that you can really come to appreciate in Build Fighters. Yeah, guys, like I said, this is a nostalgia pick, but I actually do love this show, and I would highly recommend it to people, especially if you're starting with Gundam and you don't mind a lighter story, you know? Very amazing. I think the only con is it can be a little childish. You know, if you don't like a little bit more PG shows, or, you know, if you don't like PG shows, guys, this one's not for you, but this is my list, right? So it's my number one, and the series has some really cool mobile suits because, you know, they can do whatever they want, right? Because it's, you know, their toys or their, you know, whatever, video games or whatever. But yeah, guys, I'm putting Build Fighters at my number one. So that's the list, guys. I would highly recommend getting into Gundam. If you've never gotten into Gundam before, try a Gundam show, see if it's for you. If I were to give recommendations for where to start for the Gundam series, I would tell you guys to start with either Iron-Blooded Orphans, Wing, or possibly G Gundam. Okay, guys, those are about, I think, the best places to start. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment your list down below. Comment your top 5 favorite Gundam shows down below. Give some comments on what you guys thought of my thoughts of the Gundam series. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy and have a great day or night.